the question that I have, I guess, is more for the members of the City Council than for you, Mr. Brooks, is the difference in the authority of council to take actions by ordinance or by resolution. And I wonder whether, in your view, there is a difference. Because it strikes me that an action such as certifying a very large portion of Columbia as blighted is a legislative action that, under the city charter, to me, should only be taken by ordinance, because that provides greater opportunities for democratic input and constituent input. And so just in your experience, not necessarily limited to this issue, but is there a difference between the authority of council to act by resolution and ordinance, and if so, what is the difference, is the question that I have.
I'm going to take a stab at it. I realized you had raised this at the earlier meeting, and you know, I find, I'm a new member. I know I've been on, you know, since almost a year, I guess. But I find this whole thing very interesting, because I think you've hit the nail on the head. I think resolution versus an ordinance. I think the ordinance is much more a public process, and this is worthy of a public process. So I will tell you that I'm definitely interested in the whole idea. We'll give it a lot of thought. Not sure where we're going, or what the historical perspective is, if there is any, which I'm not even sure. You know, we haven't had a chance to talk about it, but I think you've hit a very, very important point. I mean, this should be more of a public process, and resolutions are not. So that's just my opinion. I have to have more time to look at it. I don't know how it's going to, you know, wrap in here, but it's worthy of some serious thought going forward.
Yeah, I think you made an important point, and it does seem that it's ordinance worthy, and I think this is an unfortunate situation where the cart was put before the horse, or it really wasn't. It wasn't vetted by the limited interested parties, but not vetted with the public, and so we're trying to backtrack and do that. So that's the only thing we can do.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and you know, I hope just as we go forward as a community, you keep that in mind. In the last 3 years, this is the 4th board that's been created by resolution, not ordinance. And there are only 8 that have been created that way in the history of Columbia that are listed presently on the City Council's website on the boards and commissions. And it just gives greater opportunity for citizen input into the constituencies that need to be represented or should be represented on the boards, as well as whether the boards should be created in the first place. You know, some of us have had duct-taped parking meters downtown, much to our surprise, at the recommendation of the Downtown Parking Task Force. Which again is a body that is doing a service, but was created by resolution and not ordinance, and there might just be more opportunities for public input.